This is a short demonstration of SpeechRobot 108, the latest. When the program is fired, we first get the login form. The user logs in and we get the home page with all the applications on it. I'm going to demonstrate 3 of these, starting with the Conversation Trainer. Conversation Trainer is a very versatile application. Uh, it, uh, it it uses Microsoft speech recognition and speech synthesis. It is very good because most aphasic patients have problem with conversation and full sentences, and the application is useful because it can be used to do that repeated training which is needed to help with the therapy. I'll now demonstrate this. Now, this has got 3 aspects to it. We got a list of colors. Now, this is very useful because a patient can verbalize those colors, and it helps them to verbalize and get the tongue, the voice going all right. And also, it is interesting because when the color that is spoken is recognized, the color of this box would be changed to that color. The list doesn't do anything except it gives you the list of colors that will be recognized by this application. Any color that is outside of this list will not be recognized because it is based on grammars that are built into the application, hard coded into the application, and this is what has been coded in. Of course, we can make it very extensive, add any number of colors into the program, but this being a test program for now, I will just put in this list here and I will demonstrate now. And whatever is recognized will be printed on this in this box, and also it will be spoken by the computer using the speech synthesis engine. Green, 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 yellow, lime, lime, cyan, dark violet, dark violet, dark turquoise, light sky blue, magenta. It worked all right. At some of the colors I had to repeat it because it was kind of slow in recognition, which could also be due to the fact that there is some interference from parallel processes such as the recording process that's happening, or also it is possible that the microphone is not correctly placed, or I'm not speaking well enough into the microphone, or there's some kind of feedback that's happening because the volume that's coming out of the speaker is going back in, or something like that. Anyway, these are very easily correctable by using a good headset, which I'm not using right now. I'm just using the built-in microphone and a very old speaker, which is really quite cranky actually. Okay, and the other thing is, now I've got a list of words that I've hard coded and therefore recognizable by the computer. Of course, this is a very versatile thing and can be extended. For now, we have got a short list. I'm going to demonstrate. I'll clear this. apple, banana, banana, house, horses, cat, cat, milk, milk, butter, dog, window, orange. Okay. Uh, it has recognized all of the words. I had some trouble with some of the words. It was a bit slow in catching them. Again, probably due to the microphone speaker things not being good enough. It's really quite a good thing. We can extend, it's very versatile. We can put in any number of words, a huge range of words, categories, and keep training the patient. I will clear this. Now the other thing is list of questions which can be spoken and the computer would respond to it. This is very good because most aphasic patients have problem with conversation and full sentences, and here we have a way of giving that repeated training, and that is needed for their therapy. I'll now demonstrate. You'll see the response on the right box here, and also the computer would speak it out. What is your name? How are you? When did you come? Where do you live now? Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're doing well. Okay. It has got all of it. There was some a little bit of confusion here. When did you come? Maybe I might have made some noise here in the background, or the noise coming out of the speaker was feeding back into the microphone. It kind of thought that I said aqua and changed the color here. Other than that, there was no problem. This is really very useful. You can keep putting in a lot of sentences and get the patient interested in doing some real conversation, because it's always fun to do conversation with the computer. We can really make it interesting for the patient's therapy. I will now demonstrate the simple dictation pad. This is not as sophisticated as Microsoft Word. It is just text box which is going to recognize our dictation and convert it to text and display it. And of course, it will not understand many of the commands that a Microsoft Word application would understand. For instance, formatting such as delete that or go back, stuff like that, it will not understand. However, it is very useful for the patient, aphasic patient, to train with. So I'll just do some simple training. So when we start the application, it's not in the listening mode. When we want to start, we click the start and it will start listening. And of course, it is disable edit, because when it is just catching the text and putting it, displaying it on the box. If you want to edit any of the text by typing into it, then we can uncheck that. And once the text has been caught here, we can save it into a text file or append it into an existing text file. And of course change the font, etc. I'll start now. Call tracking and keeping the customer happy from CRM point of view has been a difficult job, as they are not in a position to assess the turnaround times realistically, instead of giving false promises. Full stop. Now that is pretty accurate, I must say that. And we have to remember, in this application we are using Microsoft speech recognition, the built-in speech recognition engine, which works really good once it is trained. This particular application requires that kind of training actually, but the other applications are using the engine that do not require that kind of training. For instance, the previous one, the conversation application, did not require any training, but this one, the accuracy improves with training as it learns. Now this can be, of course, saved into a file. And it has been saved. Now this third application is a text reader. It has got a text box into which text can be typed in, or we can open a text file like that. Now the voice, we have a list of voices available installed, and I have selected Microsoft Server voice Hira, which is an Indian voice, and we have the speed here, which ranges from -10 to +10. I'm going to increase it a bit, set it as 0 or maybe -1, and that's the volume. We have list of functions here: speak, pause, stop. This is for, of course, opening the text file, and change the font and clear all this stuff.
Concept. After his success in pioneering steam travel to North America with Great Western and Great Britain, Brunel turned his attention to longer voyages as far as Australia and realized the potential of a ship that could travel around the world without the need of refueling. On March 25, 1852,
Concept. After his success in pioneering steam travel to North America with Great Western and Great Britain, Brule turned his attention to longer voyages as far as Australia and realized the potential of a ship that could travel round the world without the need of refueling. On March 20